Aaron Cantu, FightHype.com, here with Austin Trout. Austin, you're here at the press conference, man. Charlo's going to take on Montiel. Now, break down this fight knowing that Charlo stopped Centeno in the second round.
Yeah.
Same guy that went the distance with Montiel. You think this will be a quick night?
I don't know if it's going to be a quick night. It's not going to be a quick night. I do believe Charlo's going to stop him. I do believe that. I think it's going to be a little bit rougher than anybody expected for a little while. But Charlo's really good at making his adjustments. And I think I already credit that to Ronnie Shields. You know, he's good at seeing, like, oh, that ain't working, don't do that no more. And he listens real good. So I think Montiel's going to surprise him a little bit. Like he said, he hasn't had a camp this long before ever, you know, so you have to understand the fighting form he was in is not going to be the same as he is today, you know. But Charlo made some real good points. He's like, you know, your last knockout was Kirkland. He was washed. Don't think that that's going to be me, because there's different levels, and Charlo definitely is on another level that any of Montiel's opponents have been on. But Montiel showed that he's on another level as well. So I think it's going to be a good fight for a while. I do think Charlo will catch him at the end.
Styles make fights, man, and we know Charlo, you would think that somebody's going to stand in front of him and trade. That's not going to work out for them. So given that, man, you really believe Charlo's going to get the knockout? And me personally, I think it's going to be relatively early.
You think it'll be early?
Yeah, but Styles make fights, right?
Yeah.
Montiel's going to have to show something he hasn't shown his whole career to stay in the fight.
That's
He's going to have to
true.
box, right?
He's just going to be there. But I think Montiel does hit hard, and I think he might sting Charlo a little bit. Not saying
We've never seen Charlo hurt.
Never seen him hurt, but you know, I think he's going to respect his power a little bit, which is why it'll take you a little bit longer for him to stop him.
Got you, man. And what's your assessment of Charlo as a fighter? And do you think he's the best middleweight in the world right now? You got Triple G and Andre, the two other champions in that division.
He's definitely better than Triple G. I know he said he was like, forget Triple G. I'm like, no, we
want to see that fight.
We want to see that fight. I think he's definitely better than Triple G. Andrade, I mean, Andrade. He's got all the skills in the world. He really does. He's gotten stronger. I don't know if he's Charlo's strong, but he's definitely strong too. That's a good fight.
It's a good fight, right? Because he's crafty, he's gritty.
I'm saying his style would definitely give anybody problems, especially if he gets more active. You know what I mean? But we've never. I don't know. I don't think I've seen Andrade even hurt for real either. But I think Charlo is stronger.
So
that's what I believe.
You put Charlo on top of the middleweights right now.
I put Charlo on top. Andrade, skill-wise, he's more skilled than all of them. Strength-wise, Charlo, I think he's stronger than even Triple G.
For sure, man. Hey, give me your assessment of Canelo's last performance. Obviously, you fought Canelo. What do you make of Canelo, in his career, man? He's on a different level right now.
Yeah, I love how he took his career in his hand and started making his own schedule, started making his own fights. His last fight, I thought Sanders was going to give him fits, and he started to a little bit in the middle of the round. He was like, "Oh, he got that round. Oh shit, he got that round too," and then crack. You know
one punch, man.
But that one punch, I've been watching Canelo practice that one punch for months.
A counter uppercut.
Yeah, no, it's not even a counter. Well, yeah, it was
a timed
counter,
uppercut.
It was a good timed uppercut. He was doing the feints that was set it up when I was watching him practice. But it was, he came, boom. He's been practicing that for months. So I don't care what you feel about him. Like, I don't necessarily like him, but you gotta respect the work he puts in, how he's doing it, because boxers need to take a note. Like he's doing it even better than Floyd.
Had a bigger weight class too.
At a bigger weight, but he's 100% free agent. Nobody's making his shots. He's calling his own shots. And I think he's smart enough. Him and Reynoso are smart enough to know exactly what they want, where they want, how they want it. And it's working. It's working. He said he's going over to PBC to come fight their guys now. And and it's like...
Let me set the stage for you, Austin. Okay, so, Canelo fought Kovalev. He went up, captured the title, WBO at 175. But for most of that fight, Kovalev kept him at bay with a jab, with his range. Didn't necessarily hurt him, but kept him at bay. Given that, knowing that Caleb Plant is a fighter with a good jab, he's rangy, a little bit more athletic than Kovalev. Do you
Great
see?
footwork.
Yeah, exactly. Do you see Plant giving him some fits?
Absolutely. I see Plant possibly even eking it out, depending on where it's at. You know, he's not going to hurt him. He's not going to stop him. He's going to outpoint him. Outpointing Canelo is going to be hard, though, whether you win or lose. Even Floyd got a draw on somebody's scorecard, you know what I mean? But I do, yeah. The only thing is, if Plant knows that he's not the strongest super middleweight, and he's fought his whole fight, you know, he just move, move. He can do that for 12 rounds. I feel like you're gonna need to at least sting him a little bit, because if not, he's just gonna be right here the whole time, you know. And he's a little tame. His footwork ain't great, but he knows how to go forward. You know what I'm saying? So I think Caleb can do it. I'm pushing for Caleb to go and get that, and I hope he's an underdog, because I'm gonna put money on him.
By decision, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
That's good. That's a good style, man. I think that Kovalev, you know, he set the blueprint with at least
He did, but see, Kovalev in that fight, he never threw anything significant.
anything hard.
I've
Nah.
never seen Kovalev paw just pitty pat. Never seen him do that. He was the crusher. You know what I mean? Even his jabs was like, but
And then follow up with the right
that
hand.
fight, he was just- So I don't know what that was about, but that was a little weird. Caleb Plant, he's gonna have a good stiff jab, and hopefully he's doing just one arm push-ups. You know.
Yeah.